Today we're at Husky Stadium on the University of Washington campus to see if Washington is the littest environment on the West Coast. So we made it to Seattle. Now we're on our way to get some food. When we first got off the train, I didn't really see a lot of Washington fans. I'm starting to see more and more jerseys and stuff like that. But a bunch of people told me to go to Dick's Burgers, right? So we're gonna try that out, test it out, see what it's talking about. You know me, I fuck with burgers heavy. Next week we're gonna be in College Station. After that we're gonna be in Plattsburgh. Let me know what food spots I should go to there, you feel me? Whatever y'all say, that's where we're gonna go. That's where we're gonna test out, we're gonna rate. So Dick's Burger right now in Seattle, highly requested. We're gonna see what it's talking about, man. All right, well, first bite. It's solid. It kind of tastes like the spot it's at, you feel me? I wouldn't say it's like the best burger I've ever had. Also, they forced the mustard on the burger, bro. I hate when that happens. Like, why is mustard a default? Like, mustard, it's a hot dog thing, it's a sausage thing, it's not a burger thing, bro. Ketchup, lettuce, tomato, that's really all you need. But someone they say kind of like In-N-Out. A little bit better than that. It's a real bunny burger. Like, there's a lot of bun, thin patty. Off the burger. I'm gonna let you know after commercial. The fries, they're better than In-N-Out's fries, but they're like in the same, they're a better version of like that tier of fry, if that makes sense. Overall, I'm gonna give this like a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I would eat here again in a pinch. I don't know if I'd like seek it out like we did here. Like, I'm pretty sure we walked 20 minutes away from campus. It's whatever though, man. Burn the calories off on the walk back. See the vibe, see the atmosphere. Yeah, let's go back over to campus, man. Trying to see the pregame environment. We're kind of going through the middle of nowhere. I don't know where we are right now. We're like walking through a very residential neighborhood. Kind of where we were before. I saw a few Washington fans. I've seen zero since. I haven't even seen any humans. Looks like we're going through the wilderness, as y'all can see. I feel like I really got myself in a lot of strange situations like this, choosing to walk. All right, we got a little bit of a tailgate parking lot right here. Can't hold y'all though. Washington. It's a little lackluster, you feel me? I done seen what Michigan talking about before. I done seen driving in what Ohio State talking about. I done see what Penn State talking about. Y'all not really talking about the same things. Okay, maybe we gotta be by like where the frats are or something like that. That's where you see the rowdiness. That's where you see the energy. Like right now, we just some calm vibes. What's funny though, me and Tristan, we're the only ones here with like hoodies on for real. So you can tell we from living in Arizona. It's a nice vibe though. Nice vibe of the campus. Like the foliage around it. It's just not really rowdy. Maybe inside gonna be a little rowdier, because I heard good things about Husky Stadium. So a bunch of people in the comments telling me I gotta check it out. It's one of the tops in the country. Hey, any stadiums y'all want me to see? Remember, we got a lot of open dates on the schedule. Let me know where y'all want me to go. But I feel like we're not really seeing much of anything right now. A lot of people just kind of sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, we low-key went on a crazy side quest, so I got a lot of sleep last night. I didn't really have an early flight, but I went to sleep late trying to edit some stuff. That way I could upload it today. I got probably like 5, maybe 4.5 hours of sleep. I know AJ and Gip been talking about these Alanis, so we're gonna see what it's talking about, bro. They said they be having them wired all night, so we're gonna see what that's talking about. But we kind of walked like probably 25 minutes away from the stadium, so we have another 25-minute trek back. Next week I gotta figure out where like where the litness be, where the frats are or something like that. I'm trying to showcase like, yo, the Gameday experience. Now I don't know who I'm really showcasing it for, probably for a younger crowd. So yeah, we gonna need a little more like rowdiness in the videos. So Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, frats, I need to know where y'all be at, where can I, just get it. It's not gonna be anything crazy, just a couple quick clips, y'all going crazy at the tailgate before the game, you feel me? But let's just head back over here, see, maybe we see something, who knows?
Have you ever considered your ways? That's why you're gonna die.
I'm not gonna say it's a Washington thing, you see people like that everywhere, but yeah, man, hey, we're all gonna die, I guess. On a separate note though, Bryce Underwood, hey, Heisman Trophy, I don't know about this year, next year, Heisman Trophy winner. 2 years, #1 overall pick, you feel me? Boy, going crazy right now. You always go through that point in time where before it gets to like the chilly part, you gotta thug out like it being warm. So right now, it's been like 75 all day. We've been walking around, definitely feeling a little sweat under the hoodie, but it's like I'm committed to it, so we gotta stick with it. Now, we're entering the stadium. Not sure if the camera gonna be able to get in there. We're gonna see. Like, we're.
Can you play the free game daily? I'll be in your video.
Wait, you said what?
Free game daily.
Oh, what's that?
The rosters for today's game. It's the student journalism.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna support that. Hey, support the Game Daily. Support them.
Woo! Have a good
Thank you.
game.
Like I was saying, I don't know if the camera's gonna be in there, so we're like cutting this close right now. We're really just playing it by ear, as they say.
The music so far, pregame, shit been pretty tough, bro. I know Michigan, it was smooth. Utah State pregame music was terrible, bro. It was like all country music and rock music, terrible. But the pregame music here definitely solid.
Hey, it's not all the way filled up, but I see what people mean by the noise. I kind of like how the stadium is built. Like I've always said, the big house is built more out than up. This is built very up, especially on the sideline. So like the sound getting trapped in. So it's definitely getting loud. Now, everything I compare loud to is based off Penn State. It's not Penn State, but everything's not Penn State. Probably we're not gonna see that until we get to LSU. But it is loud though. It is loud. I can see it being a little, being difficult to play. Like stadium close, I probably say it's around like a 15 to like 18 right now. Yeah, that's the type of opening drive you want to start your season, you feel me? Like, got a new quarter. Actually, no, I think Williams started some games last year for Washington, but start off with a touchdown, get the crowd into it. Now, the defense gets on the field, crowd gonna be active, crowd gonna be lit. I know Jonah Coleman probably the best returning running back in the Big Ten, so, hey man, Washington, they came out firing, crowd into it. It's a pretty good environment so far. I was gonna buy tickets like kind of behind the bench. I was like, Michigan behind the bench, they might think I'm trying to steal signs or something like that. So I was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that, you feel me? But not that the signs really mattered. Michigan still putting belt to ass in 2023. Same way they're gonna put belt to ass this year, you feel me? But kickoff, crowd should get raucous again with Colorado State getting the ball back. That's what we love to see, man. I ain't gonna hold you that fourth down. That's one of those, you gotta cut the ball upfield, bro. You start on lateral side to side, it's a little grainy, You try and make one little cutback, get tackled. Upfield, north and south on those. But low-key, this is the type of drive you like to see from Colorado State, You playing at a P5 school, Big Ten school, on the road. Hey, man, you got to establish yourself here. We got to come to play. Look like they think they can win this game. Low-key, Colorado State, bro, they're not the type of team that's like just complete dog shit. So, like, they got some players that can compete for show. We saw them a couple years back with Colorado competing there. Hopefully it's a good game, man. That'd actually be like way better than just being a blowout. One thing about these types of games, I remember when we played Washington State and Oregon State in 2021, you can't go into the game scared, right? You got to go in the game thinking, yo, we finna beat them. I say so far the crowd, bro, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Been a good crowd. I kind of wish that part of the stadium would fill up a little bit, bro. Like just looking at it, it's like, damn, yo, should be a packed house right now. First game of the year, but Colorado State, man, they're kind of driving. Look like they can run the ball a little bit. So, I mean, Washington look like they got a game on their hands. actually really impressed with Colorado State's pass rush. I know when we played them at Utah State, the pass rush was always usually super solid. So they keep that up, man. I mean, they keep this game close, 14-7. Anything can happen. The offense, you spark a big play. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Spark a big play. Hey, man, make it a ball game again.
Give me a ball. You know what? Nice, good.
March right down the field, punch it in. That's the drive they needed, bro. Halftime, you're with a team that's supposed to be lesser than you. Your favorite's over. You don't want to be tied, right? Come down, establish dominance. They get a stop here. I feel like the crowd could really turn. The momentum in the game could really turn. Big drive right here. Hey, that was a big drive right there. Yo, huge third down throw from Fowler Nicolosi. Then great throw to get the ball in the end zone. I gonna lie, he impressed me right now. He impressed me today. I know he took a lot of shit for the interview before the Colorado game. He's showing me something right now.
I'll give him a spot.
It's just starting to get real boxy right now. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed in the fans, bro. Seen a bunch of people filing out. It is nowhere near as filled as it was when the game first started. And I don't know how we're gonna rank teams or rank the stadiums and experiences and all that. I'm gonna think of it on the way back. But yeah, they're losing major points right now because you in a one-score game in the second half, really a 10-point game, and people leaving like, nah, that's bad ball, bro. But look like Colorado State going for it on fourth down. You feel like if they don't get this, Washington got great field position. It's kind of the game, so we gonna see, man. They don't get this Washington score, we might be up out of here. Try and get some food on the way back. But yeah, huge play. Offensive players be so shot out, bro. Like, there was no reason to hurt on that whatsoever. I was like, bro, someone gonna get hurt one day doing that. Like, seriously hurt. Like, stop doing that, yo.
I can't see a hole for them.
One of my biggest pet peeves in football is doing like drawn out, convoluted fakes instead of just, yo, put our offense on the field, let them rock out. Like, let's have our receivers run routes. You just did it earlier in the drive. Like, hey, bro, I don't get that fake at all. Yeah, it looks like, watch this score here, especially they can put a drive together on the ground, 5 wraps. Crowd is still filing out, though. Yeah, they're losing major points there. Whatever grade they were, they're losing like 3-letter grades or something like that. And we're finally back from Seattle. Now, there were a few technical difficulties we had. I actually think one of the clips where I described at the end of the video, I'm gonna go over my criteria. The audio got cut out. So we're gonna go over 5 criteria. Starting with the local restaurant experience, wasn't the biggest fan of it. Like, it was cool. Maybe, I don't know, like, it could have been better, right? I've had better burgers in my life, had a better burger experience in my life. The place looked cool. It was definitely a throwback environment. But yeah, like that 6.5, that's kind of what I'm going with. Next up, we got the stadium atmosphere. Now, I've heard some good things about Washington Stadium. I know a couple years back when they played Oregon, it was super jumping in there. I thought the fullness of the crowd wasn't entirely there. Like, there were definitely some empty seats. The student section was by no means all the way filled. But even then, that first drive, I ain't gonna hold you, that stadium pulse was definitely pulsing. The routes was definitely squiggly for CSU. But unfortunately, I gotta bump Husky Stadium down a little bit. It was a relatively close game. Like, it was tied at halftime. It was a 1-score game, I think, going into the 4th quarter. People were starting to file out. I was like, kind of like, damn, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like y'all should stick to the end. Granted, it is an 8 o'clock kickoff, but like, I don't know. You gotta bump it down for that, man. Like, if you're truly a diehard fan, your team's in a close game to start the year, and you got like some dogs on offense, dogs on defense, it's like, yo, you got to stay for the whole game. But for the stadium atmosphere grade, I'm gonna give it an 8.1 out of 10. So for fan experience and hospitality, I thought the Washington fans were pretty dope, right? The people we were sitting by, they were cool, chopping it up with us. There were also some Colorado State fans by us. They were like kind of getting heckled. It wasn't anything too crazy, right? It was very lighthearted. It was very like, you know, yeah, we're fans at a game. Like, let's talk a little bit of shit, you know? It was all harmless though. And then I'll say getting to the stadium and getting inside the stadium, actually very seamless. Like, getting inside wasn't really a lot of long lines and stuff like that. But in terms of getting to the stadium, I know a lot of places you're gonna have to drive there, gonna have to park there, gonna have to Uber. They had the link damn near from the airport all the way up to the stadium. Very easy, $6 you could get there. Like, when we first pulled up, I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to Uber. Look at the Uber, like 65. Then I'm like, wait, hold up. There's this little like train thing I'm seeing in the airport. Let me just ask the front desk at the hotel about that. They were like, yeah, nah, you take that, boom, right up to campus. So very simple. For the fan experience, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 4, we got the game day environment. Now, this is gonna be like kind of outside of the stadium. Full disclosure, we weren't really by any of the frats. So any of the rowdiness that kind of goes on there, we weren't there at all. We were kind of in the general vicinity of the stadium, outside of it, in that parking lot, kind of if you're facing it to the left. Now, I will say, there was a good amount of people out there, right? I saw, like, you know, you're seeing a lot of Washington fans and stuff like that. However, it was just a little subdued, right? Like, first game of the year, I was kind of expecting a little bit of a buzz. Now, I haven't been to a ton of like pregame tailgates. Obviously, I was playing most of the time. When I went to the Michigan-Ohio State game, there was just like more of a buzz in the air, you know? Like, it seemed like people were just out there, like kind of chilling, kind of relaxing. It didn't feel like, oh my God, like this is some big event about to go on. So although the grade might be a little incomplete, I'm gonna give it a 7. Now, if y'all can send me some videos of like it getting turned at Washington, pregame, tailgates and all that stuff, send them to me. Maybe we'll adjust the grade. But yeah, right now we're gonna give it a 7. And then finally, we got game day presentation. Now, this is gonna kind of more so be like how the stadium looks and things like that. I thought the stadium had a really cool design. I really like how it's built up. One of my big gripes with the big house has always been how it's built more out, and that doesn't really trap sound in. How like just how vertical the sidelines are, you get a lot of sound trapped in there. Once it got loud, it really got loud. It's also right on the water, right? Phenomenal views. Then going back to what I said before, I thought they did a really good job putting on a show. Now, it wasn't the best I've ever seen, but certainly was not the worst. Now, I wasn't really keeping track of the scores. They're gonna be on the screen as we go through them, and then the final score is gonna be up here. But overall, I thought Washington Stadium, Husky Stadium, very cool, it's very unique looking, right? It doesn't look like a lot of other stadiums. It just didn't feel like the fans were like as, I guess, enthusiastic's not the right word. I felt like the fans just weren't as like fanatic, I guess is the best word. Like, obviously there were some people that like, you know, had on some crazy get-ups and stuff like that, but it felt like at Michigan, when I went to like, you know, Bama, Ohio State, they're just some true lunatics in the crowd. And I feel like you need that to be like an elite college football environment. But like I said, it was definitely a dope environment. Would love to go back for maybe a bigger game. I feel like that might change things a little bit. So shit, Washington fans, let me know what the best games on the schedule are. I know like Washington State, I know Oregon, those are some of the big matchups, some of the big rivalries. So maybe I'll come back, check one of those out. But we're at Texas A&M next, then Virginia Tech after that. After that, the schedule is relatively open. We got some open dates. I mean, here's the schedule right now. And where I'm headed to, let me know in the comments what restaurants I got to check out. It's going to be a staple of this series. Other than that, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all next time.